Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football. Davis joined here in the booth by David Pollock. Palmer, and guys, let's get this thing started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Fresno State's offense takes the field to start this game off. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right, those are the games that make college football special.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Now the play fake. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Webster. Grabbed behind the line, it's Mathis. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Fresno State right back to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Back to pass on second down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. He's got it. Touchdown Bulldogs. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
So Hawaii's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get...
Makes the catch down the right side. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Nice move to keep running. Let's take a second to think about Hawaii. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
The whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing, But high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer portal.
Quick completion on the out. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already 1 sack on the day.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And the Rainbow Warriors, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hawaii!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And that's a missed opportunity. I mean, he had him open. He could have thrown that football maybe with just a little bit more touch. He had plenty of mustard on it. You could see he threw a bullet. But sometimes when those guys are wide open, you see...
Looking deep down the right side. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. Pulls it and fires to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Bulldogs want to move quickly. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Get set.
The give to the back. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only do they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Wants to throw on first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Going to the run, it's Mathis. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Fresno State. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
So now it's second and long. The play action fake. Lofts one high and deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30 plus. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. It's complete to the left. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to throw again. Hauls it in. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. All right, guys, let's talk for a second about Hawaii. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. Three-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a three-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home. And now he has a chance to go out and live that. Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop.
Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield, it's Webster. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. Fresno State right back to the line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Gonna swing it on second down. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right there.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal. Motion from the wide out. Second down, he'll throw it. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Quickly complete. He stopped just inches short. Had a good catch. Tried to get it in, but was denied. Make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. The Hawaii offense returns to the field.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the ball.
Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, running back on the move.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Bulldogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. A designed run for the quarterback. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Quarterback making adjustments. Coming out on first down with the play fake. On the run, still looking. He'll try to do it himself. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. And the Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. Leaves it with the running back. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
You don't see that very often. You don't see the big tight ends with the soft mitts and the big, huge hands and the nice, sticky gloves. You don't see them drop many of those balls that hit him right there in the hands. That was a missed opportunity by the tight end right there.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Webster. Plucks it out of the air. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that, Brian.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Calls his own number. Touchdown, Fresno State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading in at halftime.
Content to run out the clock, the quarterback takes a knee. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals.
Fresno State lined up to kick off and start this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off play action on first down. Pulls it in. It's Stewart. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Wants to go up top. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Rainbow Warriors need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Rainbow Warriors will line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Dropping back, it's Webster. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was...
He tries to take the top off. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great... He'll try to take it back. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Rainbow Warriors have taken it inside the 20. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air using the quick game. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Safe completion on the screen. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. And the Rainbow Warriors are threatening on first and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Hawaii! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target, then make the big play, get the touchdown.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Takes the handoff. It's Mathis. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the throw out to the sideline. Good for a few.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Keeps looking downfield. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
He'll do it himself. Sweet cut there. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. They'll give it to the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Rainbow Warriors can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quick release on the RPO. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. They're setting up the screen. Turning it on. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They're going to run it. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Warriors.
And he's in for his third rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
And they tacked on the extra point. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hands it off. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. On the move. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
4th and inches anywhere on this field. I don't care if it's in the red zone on your own goal line. If you have their offensive line, I'm going for it, and you just saw it right there. Get it done.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
He's moving out of the pocket. Working that left side now. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. They'll go with a direct snap. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Wide receiver going in motion. Smart move to keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Looking for a man. It's Webster. Bought a little time, lets it go. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Now it'll take a touchdown to beat them, a 5-point lead here in the fourth.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Here comes the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning them front.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The offense has plenty of time, and this defense trying to dig in and get one more stop and hang on. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things are...
Hauls it in, the first down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Finds his man. It's Harris. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. That's caught. It's Stewart. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. He wants to throw it again. Got his man on the right. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Looking to throw on first down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, no mystery here. Third in California late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage. And these guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock.
He's got it. Touchdown, Hawaii. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You can tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
With the catch, it's Lane. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They're working that left side. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Makes a grab, past the marker. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass, it's Webster. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He goes down